Hey, this is BugPowderDust, and thank you once again for joining me for another Armoured Warfare video. So in this video today we have two short-ish matches on the Scorpion, a Tier 3 AFV, APC, can't remember which one is, scout vehicle. Anyway, it's lightly armoured, pretty fast, and has the engine boost option when you press the E key, and it fires HE rounds, so you're pretty much guaranteed to do some sort of damage to whatever you're firing at. Within reason, of course, providing you don't hit super thick armour. So the game is on pipelines, and it's mainly a Tier 3 game, a couple of Tier 4 tank destroyers on our side and their side, in fact. The very capable AMX 10P90 and the Zalo S as well. So I rush up to my favourite spot for scouts. This works really well because you can cover both the right hand side, as you can see me kind of looking at, and you can also cover the left side. So when tanks come in from the kind of H8 area, you can also scout them as well. I see straight away that we've got one of their scouts has got the bright idea of moving up right up to the front as well, so we need to be a little bit wary that we don't get spotted up. So I'm just kind of clicking up and pushing in. I don't want to expose myself too much because I'm not behind any foliage, but my base camo value is really quite good unless I fire. So I'm trying to support the AMX 10 tank destroyers, maybe trying to spot for them. And sure enough, I don't spot the vehicle that I'm aiming at here, but I do spot another vehicle, the T62, which you can see. So, there's a lot of shelling. So the HE shot misses. And what I like about this is that even though it was unspotted, it told me what damage I did. Unlike a lot of tanks, unfortunately, where if you take a blind shot and you hit them, you don't know that you've hit them. But on this you do, which is, you know, I actually quite like that. So I'm suspicious that he might still be there, but I don't want to waste another shot and potentially give away my position. Now at this point I've not been spotted, so this is really good for me. This is a nice position, and everyone else is outside of view range by the looks of it. So I've got a strong position here in the middle, but I hear the tank behind me firing, so I'm curious to see what he's firing at. But I don't have an angle on those guys. So there's no reason for me to move at this moment. It's in quite a good position to spot for the team. So I'll kind of stay here for now. There we go, there's a Scorpion. Unfortunately the shot falls short by the looks of it, so I raise my aim slightly, but he moves, and that shot also misses. So obviously his sixth sense got lit up and he moved straight away. Bit of a shame. The Scorpion isn't really a sniper tank. You can snipe obviously, but the shells are fairly low velocity. I think most HE shells are. I'm trying desperately to get a bead on this. What was it, the XM800, but I don't have an angle. I noticed then we're potentially getting rushed by the AMX 10P and the BMP here, so I'm thinking, okay, this is not good. I've been spotted, so I now move, so I'm not going to get hit from behind. I decided to launch in and get the AMX, but I'm on the move now, so I'm going to push up now and try and go for the BMP up here, using the terrain to mask me. Get a shot in on the move. I was hoping that would kill him, but it didn't. So I've got to keep moving. He fires at me and misses. So reload and move. Keep moving because I appreciate I'm spotted. And I see there that's the XM800T, which I'm going to go for now. So let's keep pushing for him. Hop over the ridge here. Now I hear that another target's called up, so I abandon the chase for the XM and I fire at these guys. And again the shot unfortunately goes low because I was moving and I had a bit of bloom on my aim reticle. So, and again he moved, so he's proving to be a little bit tricky. Meantime the XM, I've lost track of it, but now he appears in front of me, which I only spot almost too late. And I get hit by something, so I'm decided, right, I need to keep moving. And I can see on the left there it's the Zalo that's hit me. So I boost and I keep moving, trying to intercept the XM. Do a shot on the move, wasn't very good, so I just keep moving, keep moving. I think I get a little bit lucky, some judgment and some luck, but unfortunately I'm getting battered by these tank destroyers up there on the ridge. So with 29 hit points I kind of take cover here behind the rock and hope this will do the trick for me. Wait for my spot to wear off, so I can just kind of poke around. Now the camo on this is extremely good, so I'm pretty sure that I'll be able to spot them before they spot me. Sure enough, they haven't seen me. Of course, I get spotted when I fire, that's fine. I'll sit back, wait for the spot to wear off. There's nothing behind me that I need to worry about. They're also getting engaged from the north as well by the T62 veteran. So that's cool. That was a bad shot from me. Didn't lead the tank well enough, so have to reload, wait for the spot to wear off. But I'm still being useful here because they're getting pressure now from both sides. Although the 262 vet has now died, so again it's just me applying the pressure now. Try and spot these guys. There we go. Sweet. Nice. 270 damage. Very lightly skinned, lightly armoured, thin-skinned vehicles the tank destroys there. So good chance of penetration and doing some damage. This guy realises that he needs to move. Probably a smart move, but it doesn't save him. So, more good damage going in, 1600 so far, which isn't bad for a scout tank such as this. So wait for it to wear off. Now his camo is pretty good. Mine is better. However, unless he moves or fires, I'm probably not going to spot him. I don't want to blind fire, because I'm only on 29 health. A stiff breeze could kill me. So I wait, and I wait. I'm being patient. A little bit nervous about the XM800 in H3 behind me. He could spot me. Now if he spots me, I'm going to find out too late, so I'm kind of a bit twitchy, but I think I'm okay where I am. I don't want to look around in case this guy lights up and I need to hit him as soon as I can. So I'm kind of waiting. If I had more health, I'd just probably go for it. There he goes. So you see he fired. I take a shot, but unfortunately it hits the wreck in front of him. And he gets killed by one of my teammates. So all in all, I was actually quite pleased with that game. Managed to stay alive. Even only on 29 hit points and still applying damage. So as you can see, I did reasonably well. 9,000 experience on the premium, 77,000 on the silver. I think it's a ×3 event at the moment, so hence the really high experience. But I was quite happy with that. On to the next one. So here we go on the Roughneck map. Now I actually prefer starting on this side, because if you're in a fast scout vehicle, you can scout it on the kind of J-I line. Go up to I0 and be really annoying over that little road there. So that's what I intend to do. So I'll push on down, and at the start of the game, especially in fast stage, you hope no one's going to bump into you. But I'm having problems at the moment with graphical glitches in my game. I seem to be getting spikes. Now I thought it was lag, but I don't think it is. I think it's graphics spikes, but I can't do much about it at the moment. I've tried turning off settings and things, and that unfortunately was a little glitch there. So apologies to the guy in the XM800. But fortunately it doesn't happen again. So moving on, I'm going to push up here, and to try and stay out of sight, I kind of cross my fingers I don't run into another scout, because although there's no guarantees that I would win, I may not lose, but it would probably be a Pyrrhic victory, and I'd be out on a lot of my hit points. So hurrying along, pushing up to the I0 area. I'm also hoping they don't push a lot of battle tanks this way, because I've not got a lot of support behind me. I've got an Object 155 who turns out to be super helpful. Got a couple of scouts and a tank destroyer, the Dragoon. So let's move up. Nothing spotted yet. I don't know the map particularly well, so I don't see this black and white line till it's too late. So let's push up over and see what I can see. Already there's a Leopard 1 and an Object, which is problematic to say the least, but that's okay. I can get some sneaky shots off. I'm just waiting to see what I can get a bead on here. Probably the Leopard. I'm really paranoid about getting spotted here. Now the Object 155 has moved up to help, but nobody else appears to have. The guys in J4 could potentially help with sniping, so that's not too bad. Although only really one of them is equipped for sniping. So that was a cheeky shot. I managed to get a little bit of damage on the Object 155. Oh, don't see that tank, so it's almost too late. And I'm thinking he's not going to rush me, is he? And yeah, he's going to rush me. So what happens now is I put a shot into him, and then I started to get a graphics glitch. I back up, realise I haven't got space, and this is kind of okay. Get a reload, and I hit, and about here I start to glitch, so I don't really know what the hell my client's doing, and it lasts for a while. You might have seen it on the video, I don't know if that renders out, but that kind of jump there, I mean the ping counter shows ping 2100, so maybe it is network ping, I really don't know. Anyway, so the Object 155 is really helping me, and we're making I would say short work, but it's not really short work. It's long work of this T62. He also gets hit from one of the guys in the J4 area. Fortunately for us, the T62 and the Leopard one don't all come across at the same time. They come across piecemeal. So I managed to finish off the T62 shortly after he gets hit by the object, the friendly object. So calling for help, trying to get the attention of the guys in the I4, J4 area in case they hadn't noticed. Again, down to really low hit points. I'm going to try and finish off this T62. Boom. Thank you very much. See, that's the benefit of using HE. That would have been a very difficult shot if I was using AP or HESH. Or heat, sorry. So again, very, very useful. Plus he was on low hit points as well. Now this is the second time, as you can see, that I've been on really, really low hit points, and I suspect that the retrofit that I've got has actually saved my tank from being blown up in both cases. Certainly the game before, and perhaps this one as well. I can't remember exactly how much it adds in terms of hit points, but the retrofit has certainly helped me in this instance. So I thank the Object 155 for helping me out and for coming up and supporting me there. Otherwise I would have been toast, definitely. Which is a lesson learned. Maybe I shouldn't be quite so rushy, but it's what scouting vehicles are supposed to do. Anyway, so the XM800 decides to push up now. Now everything's safe, thanks for that. And I type that there's something in kind of G0 area which I saw that the shot go from, or thereabouts. In the far, far distance we see a target. A couple of Dragoon tank destroyers. Now they're really nasty, so I want to try and make sure I hit them. A couple of shots go in, I don't know if I hit them. As I said, I suspect that you actually get notification if they're unspotted that you've hit them, but I don't know that for sure. Now there we go again, so stop, take a nice bead, and sure enough I get hit. And he's what, 690 metres away? That's pretty sweet. And again, HE making nice work of the lightly armoured tank destroyers. Boom. Very, very nice. Lead the target a little bit. But unfortunately he's backing off a little bit faster than I anticipated, and it wasn't quite quick enough. Putting a blind shot anyway. Push up. Again, 94 hit points, so let's see what we can do here. Feeling very vulnerable. The object's firing at something, so I'm thinking, well, maybe I can fire it as well. But nothing goes solid red for me, so I'm going to keep moving. Maybe I can hit the object full 30 in F3, but doesn't seem to be a shot on there, to be honest. And he gets finished anyway, so that's cool. Using the countryside to my advantage, trying to stay in the dip, trying to stay unspotted. You can see from the bottom my tank is kind of 60% stealthy when moving, which is nice. But I'll wait for the object to catch up a little bit. Those Dragoons still bother me, the ones in C2. I don't want them to pick me off. So keeping one eye on them. I'll go for the forest. Again, I don't see the black and white line until it's too late, so I won't be using the forest there. So let's see what I can do from the cover of the trees in the bush here. I realised that we're actually quite down on our luck now. We've only got 4 tanks left, they've got 7. So I'm going to go for the tank that isn't moving quite as fast. Good decision, I think, by me. And I'll fire off a smoke grenade as I got spotted. I keep forgetting to use smoke grenades in this vehicle, as you will see. But I think it helped me with that shot, because that shot missed. I only actually unlocked smoke grenades in the last game, so I was kind of unused to using them in this one. So the object starts to cap, and I'm thinking I'll probably be better off if he spots, and then I can do damage from afar, but I think we need to cap ASAP, so I decided to go in. I'm going to use the lorry as cover, because it's solid cover, and go in. Now I'm expecting the Dragoon, the remaining Dragoon, to appear from over that ridge again, so that's where I'm going to aim my gun. So it's pretty tense. They're also capping, but it looks like they've only got one guy in the cap area. And we're going to cap in 1 minute 15, so if all else remains equal, we're going to win. But I see a Dragoon behind. Now he takes a shot at the object, which probably wasn't a good move, although it did decrease the cap time. And I managed to nail him. I'm not sure what else is coming from there. Maybe the T62, so I'm a little bit twitchy there. I mean, at this point I know we are probably going to lose this, unless they completely bodge this up. So the leopard fires at me, unfortunately. He gets his shot off just as I kill him. Or do I kill him? No, I don't kill him. I damage him, and he gets finished off by the object. So there we go. Pretty tense game. 2,400 damage, so more damage than the last game. Really enjoyed that, and yeah, it was a shame we lost, but to be honest, that's what I like about Armoured Warfare as opposed to the other tank game. Losing this isn't such a big deal. It's not as great, obviously, but you know, if you lose in this, it's still quite rewarding in itself. As a result, I think people tend to get a little bit less angry about it. So a nice amount of XP and 76,000 money. Well, comes second from the top, second into the object 155, so we did quite a bit of damage each, but what's happened now is that I've actually managed to unlock the Sheridan, which is very nice. And I have to say, playing the Scorpion, it wasn't a grind at all, it was absolutely good fun, and because the garage slots are free, I'm not going to sell that. So here I go, I'm going to buy the Sheridan now. Let's just tick that box, and I'm going to look at the Sheridan. Very nice. Again, it looks like an HE firing gun to me, and also heat as well, but also has guided missiles, so I'm going to look a little bit more closely at the Sheridan and maybe get some games up with that vehicle as well. Hope you enjoyed that. Thanks for watching, and I will catch you on the next episode.